everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. In this tutorial I will be showing you how to crochet this absolutely amazing stitch, which would be absolutely perfect for any project really. It's a really great one for blankets because it's super dense and really cozy, and also it's obviously a great one for scarves or anything. You can literally use it for whatever you like. It's a very simple 2-row repeat, and I would say it's definitely suitable for a beginner so long as you've got your basic stitches down. You should be good to go. Like I say, it's a 2-row repeat and you get these absolutely gorgeous super straight edges, which obviously we absolutely definitely want. I would just say at this point, if you don't subscribe to my channel, then please make sure that you do that now, and also click on the bell icon so that you can receive notifications so that you never miss when I upload a new video. This stitch is, like I say, quite a dense stitch, so I 100% recommend jumping up a full hook size. So for example, if you're using a DK yarn that recommends a 4mm, then definitely use at least a 4.5, probably even a 5. And the same if you're doing a chunky that recommends a 6, go up at least a full hook size because it's quite a stiff stitch otherwise. So if you want that little bit of drape for a blanket, then definitely go up a hook size. So we're going to jump straight in with this gorgeous variation of a cluster stitch. I do obviously have a different cluster stitch tutorial on my channel already from years ago. However, this one we are changing the cluster stitches themselves so that it actually saves you a little bit of yarn. So it'll just make your yarn go further. So you'll be starting with your slip knot on your hook, and then you want to create your foundation chain in multiples of 2. So just chain an even number basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you just continue your chain until it is the width that you want your project to be, and make sure it is an even number. So once you've completed your foundation chain, we're going to work back across, and you want to insert your hook into the second chain back from the hook. So you've got 1, and then this is our second chain, and you will insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over and pull through both. And that is a UK double, or if you're in the US, that will be your single crochet. So just remember, I use UK terms, but I will always give the US name as well. So at this point you want to chain 1, and then you're going to skip the next chain, and then you'll UK double or US single into the one after. And then again, chain 1, skip 1 and UK double. Chain 1, skip 1, UK double. And you'll continue that all the way along, and I will meet you as you get towards the end in just a second. So you should be finishing with a UK double into your very last chain, and at this point you can either chain 2 and turn, or you can do what I'm about to do, which is to turn and then straight into the top of that stitch where we've turned. You'll insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you'll go behind the post of that stitch, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and that gives us a treble height stitch without any gaps that you would get from a chain. So at this point we're going to be starting our cluster stitches, and our cluster stitches are always going to be worked into the chain 1 space. So you want to yarn over, insert through the chain 1 space, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop, yarn over, back into the chain 1 space, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, back through the chain 1 space, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and at this point you'll have 4 loops on your hook, and you will yarn over and pull through all of those loops, and that is your first 3 treble cluster. At this point you will chain 1, and then you will skip to your next chain 1 space, and you will do another cluster. So yarn over, insert into the next chain 1, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, back into the chain 1, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and one more time. Yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops, and then chain 1. I'll show you one more time, and then again skip to the next chain 1, yarn over, through the chain 1, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through all 4 and chain 1. And you will repeat that cluster stitch and chain 1 into every single one of your chain 1 spaces from the previous row. And as you complete your final couple of clusters, stop and meet me before you get to the very end. So I've completed my clusters all of the way along, and now I am ready to complete my row. So I haven't chained 1 after our final cluster because then we would have a gap, which we don't want at this end. So we've worked our final chain 1 space, and then we've just got that very last stitch, as you can see here, that we need to work into. So you're just going to do a UK treble on its own into that stitch. So yarn over, insert into the final stitch, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's UK treble, US double. And that is how you should be looking. You should be starting to get these lovely clusters. So at this point you can either chain 1 and turn, or you can simply turn your work, and then straight into this very first stitch we will insert our hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over and pull through both. And that is our first UK double for this row. I would suggest popping a stitch marker into the top of this stitch, just so that when you work up your next rows you know exactly where your final stitches need to be. And you will chain 1, and you're going to skip across the whole of the cluster to the space on the other side, and then you will work into that space. So you're not going to be working into stitches, you're going to be working into the spaces between. So you will UK double, so yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both, and chain 1, skip the cluster, UK double, chain 1, skip the cluster, UK double. And as I'm sure you've guessed, you're going to work that all the way along. Try not to make these stitches too tight, because otherwise it will make your work bunch up. So keep those chain 1s nice and not loose, but just not too tight, you know. A bit like Goldilocks, we want it to be just right. But if you keep working that, and I will meet you as you get towards the end of your row. So you can see I've worked that all the way along. I've done my final chain 1, and then we're going to skip the cluster, but we're going to be working into the top of that final treble, and you will just do your final UK double into that stitch. And that there is row 1. So row 1 of your pattern repeat will be the chain stitches row, and then row 2 of your pattern repeat will be your cluster stitch row. And yeah, hopefully you don't have these cheeky paws that are going to disrupt your work. So again, now we are going to repeat our cluster row. And to do that, like before, you can either chain 2 and turn, or you can turn and work a treble height stitch straight into this first stitch, which is what I'm going to do. So just like we did on our last cluster stitch row. And then we're ready to work straight into that chain 1 under the chain there. You will be working your next cluster. So just like before, you will work your 3 treble crochet cluster stitch. Obviously I'm not showing you how to do your cluster stitches anymore because you've probably got them down. So always remember to do your chain 1 and then skip to your next chain, and you will work under there as normal. So again, you will repeat this, your cluster stitch, chain 1, skip to your next chain 1 space. So your clusters are always going to be lined up on top of each other. They should always line up, and that is how you will know if you've gone off somewhere, because your cluster stitches will no longer line up. So if you just repeat that again all the way along, and I will meet you in just a second as you get towards the end. Someone's being super helpful again while I'm working this row. Does anyone else have, excuse me, please and thank you. Can they have it back? Thank you. Anyone else have an animal that loves to help when they get their yarn out? She's in so many of my videos now, I almost feel like I'm going to have to start paying her a wage. Okay, so once again I've completed my final cluster and I've got one final stitch just here to work into. If you've marked it with a stitch marker, it will be nice and easy for you to see. So you will just finish with your UK treble in that very last stitch. And again, that is how you should be looking. And that is your row 1 and your row 2 of your pattern repeat. So now you will repeat row 1, which was your chain stitch row, and then again you can repeat your cluster row. And you will repeat that as many times as you need to until your project is the size that you want it to be. It doesn't necessarily matter what row you finish on. You can finish on a cluster row or you can finish on a chain row and then build your border along it. It really doesn't matter, it's a complete personal preference. But that is it for this video. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do let me know what you think in the comments and leave a thumbs up. But I will see you for another tutorial really, really soon. But thank you as always for watching, and bye for now.